Draco.
Draco.
Still kind of want to know
No,
if
the
this works.
queen is the same.
Huh. She's the dungeon and dragoniest out of all of them.
Yep. All right, well, let's see what Dora has to say. Well, seeing those dark elves in the desert really puts an ache in her heart, you know? It don't feel no different than in Grimmaw. The elves and dwarves get shoved to one part of town that's rotten. Ain't no one cares because they never see 'em.
How's it go? Out o' sight, out o' mind? Yeah, that. I understand. Perhaps that's what Mesfit and his followers were attempting to do when they committed crimes. Getting attention.
Notice me,
Did
senpai.
somebody say misfit?
Maybe the kidnapping, but the murdering is just stupid on their part. Ain't no one gonna feel bad for you if you're killing them.
Notice me, senpai.
Stealing, though. I think they were just trying to eat. No harm in that.
Notice me, senpai.
All right. Should we joke?
Oh, great. Of course. Of course,
Chibi
you
Alexis,
would think that
just so you
stealing
are
is a-
aware,
Be
the
friendly.
selections in this game.
Yeah, let's go
are
through
some
it
of
first,
the
Titan, so
most
people can
poorly
vote.
Thought out.
Titan, we'll talk about it after. We need to set it up so people
Yeah.
can vote.
Yeah.
Before whatever the was it
It
friendly?
must
Be friendly.
hard to find. Sorry, so here's friendly. It must be hard to find food in the desert. What could they possibly have to eat?
Or
Cactus.
The
forceful.
savages. A crime is a crime, no excuse.
Thanks, Javert.
So yeah, the system, they just give you joking, friendly, forceful, or sometimes romance.
Oh man.
And we are using the rollback feature, which it turns out Planet Stronghold also had, but Super Great Friend did not know about because you can rewind at any time and change what you do.
Do you realize that
So we're using that to see what these actually say.
Sneaky Hitler could have succeeded every single time.
Yep, it's true.
Sneaky Hitler is the best Hitler.
He is the best Hitler. Right now, 1 and 2 are each tied at 1 vote. Okay, now 1, 2, and 3 are all tied at 1 vote each. By the way, people on Skype, feel free to vote as well if you would like to.
I can't vote.
I can't have both running at the same time.
Okay, yeah. All right, 1 and 2 are tied. Okay, there we go. We got a vote for 2. That 2 is the winner. We're going to be friendly.
It must be hard to find food in the desert. What could they possibly have to eat?
Maybe they're on talks.
That doesn't sound too appetizing.
Have you ever had an orc?
All right, well, that was anticlimactic. All right, let's see what Ramus has to say.
Hey, come here for a second.
I like how you do pirate and I do like trucker.
Ramus beckoned Saren to his side, looking around, checking if the coast was clear.
Can I ask you something? Nothing personal. Just wondering your opinion.
Of course you can.
Axe make my ass look fat.
Oh, I just wanted to ask what you thought of Dora.
Dora? Why? Is something wrong with her?
No, we were friendly, Kitsune.
Wrong? Now, why would you say that?
That's just what I'm asking you.
No, I just wanted to know how you liked her.
Do you mean if I find her attractive?
Ramus sputtered as if he was electrocuted. Sound effect, please. 10 out of 10.
Nani? Do you? No, don't tell me. I got eyes of my own. I can see she's the prettiest girl this side of Everburn.
That's what they all say.
She's a thief, though, ain't she?
I think so. Though she would never admit it except to me, which she's done like 5 times.
Yeah, she'd steal your heart.
Yep. Ha ha ha.
Hey, that's a rough life. I wonder what got her so low that she had to start stealing. And, what if she got caught?
She'd have to be punished.
Oh, dear.
Blast, that would be downright terrible. The thought of her in some prison cell. Makes my bones sad.
Rephrase that, please.
Makes my
Makes-
bones-
Yeah. So shall we joke?
Your bones have emotions. Are they ticklish?
Be friendly
You seem to care a lot about her.
or forceful.
That's what happens to thieves.
Saren, why are you such a tool?
Because he's Saren?
That's what happens to thieves.
What an asshole.
He thinks he's got a delusion in his head that he's medieval James Bond. What the hell?
Yep. All right, looks like we are going with the asshole
I
option.
think what you mean is
Yes.
he is the fantasy equivalent of Michael Scott. That's what she said.
That's what happens to. That's what happens to thieves.
You think poor Dora deserved to be thrown away like that?
It's nothing personal. I just believe in justice.
Wow, what an asshole.
Yeah, we told Dora
That's
something
your
completely different.
friend you're yakking about. I can't believe you. I'd swap places with that darling woman if she got in trouble any day.
Ramos, you're
So she
being
can
really
steal your
creepy
life, too.
today.
Why?
Why? Why not?
No,
We're
Dora
concentrating
is
on
of age.
society.
She's just a dwarf.
Yeah. I was just curious. You really do seem to like her a lot. Does she feel the same about you?
I don't know. Does she?
Yeah.
I don't know why she'd like a guy like me. Do you think she does?
Why don't you go ask her?
What? Don't be daft. Go ask her.
What a radical suggestion.
Right, yeah. Like it's that easy. So bright. This one brilliant. Just go ask her.
What are you mumbling?
Ramos sighed and adjusted his axe.
This sigh sound effect, please.
Good enough.
Okay. What? I didn't say nothing.
All right. Let's do a quick save right there. And let's see what Loren has to say. Loren was still quiet after her mother was found. Saren had anticipated that Loren would be happy and that she might, against all odds, smile. Yet she was incredibly somber, almost as if the very sight of her mother depressed her. Saren approached her in hopes of comforting her.
I have brought you food.
Comfort food. Loren only barely raised her eyes to see the platter. I am not hungry.
Are you regretting finding your mother?
Loren now gave Saren her full attention.
Ooh.
How dare you say that?
This is just my opinion, but puts a fedora on.
Yep.
You're not at all relieved. You are not relieved at all that you found her. Instead, you are acting like she is dead. Forgive my forwardness, but I don't understand.
My mother. Mother is not dead, because I saved her.
Unlike
She's
you.
also right there.
Yeah, that's true. She's standing right next
Oh,
to
great.
us
See the
at this
first
very
one?
moment. So, shall we joke?
I can see that. I'm speaking figuratively. You're acting like you're mourning instead of celebrating. You know, being all sad like. What the fuck is that?
Really
Yeah, I
joke.
don't even know. Be friendly, sad like. Saren loves to say things like that.
You're at like Joss Whedon quips.
And I think there are attempts at that.
Yeah, it's weird and they're really bad.
Yep.
But who you found was not your mother. Is that how you feel?
Or forceful.
You haven't spoken to her once since we found her.
Tell us, Chad.
You
what do
never
we
call
do?
anymore.
Never call anymore, Bob.
Mom.
Why did you come visit me at the home?
Grandma?
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be friendly.
Oh, Grandma, that would make this game really creepy.
Dear.
Are
Grandma?
there sex scenes in this, by the way?
Hmm?
Are there sex scenes in this?
There's, I don't know if there's nudity, but
Like-
there are like CG pictures. Like they call them CG or whatever.
Do you
I don't know.
remember, like in Trance Stronghold when we got Red Thundered?
There's at the end of every love story, there's a picture that you get.
Okay,
Do you
so
remember?
it's
Let me put
typical
it this way: do you
NCG.
remember seeing and realizing that Tom Schatz actually had hands?
No, he hasn't watched Planet Stronghold.
I haven't watched
Any-
Planet Stronghold.
has
Damn
any-
it.
Well, not all
I'm
Planet Stronghold anyway.
I'm a goddamn traitor to SGF's clan.
You scrub.
You guys haven't been listening
Fucking
to the same
casuals.
word
Don't-
Chibi
Don't
has said.
Random.
Don't worry, I'm probably
Oh,
a lot
do we
further
even
behind
SGF?
than you are.
God.
But
I-
who,
I'm
but who you
really far
found was
behind.
not your mother? Is that how you feel?
Lauren's mouth dropped open. She was almost too offended to speak.
I'm sorry. That was very presumptive of me.
You do not know the relationship I've had with my mother. This is perfectly normal. Our lives have returned to as they were before, okay? Siren took in a deep breath, considering that the queen and princess's relationship might actually be as tortured as it was now. There was no way he could truly know.
You're right. I shouldn't have said anything.
The quote of the game, folks.
Yep.
Saren should not have said anything.
Always
Vastly
true.
implied.
Any situation, it's true. Lauren shifted uncomfortably and turned away, too eager for him to leave. Siren had opened up one of the most difficult dialogues. Okay. That went well.
Most difficult dialogue.
Let's see what Queen Karen has to say.
My queen, how do you fare?
Queen Karen rolled her head over to see Siren standing close, worry in his eyes. Rhizom had looked that way at the end of their journey. She looked away immediately, pain
Wait,
now
what
setting in her
was that
face.
name?
Rhizom is her personal slave that she ran away with.
Could you roll up a screen so I could see how that's spelled? Rhizome. Okay.
Yep.
Well, you see, it's produced in the RNA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leave me.
He took a step back. He knew that she likely would not find comfort for some time, and it was perhaps still too soon to speak with her.
As you wish.
Oh. Well, let's try that again. Maybe she has more to say. Yes, she does.
Sad violin. May I ask about who the man you were traveling with was? Just immediately. You
Karen
made
looked
space.
up,
Tell
but-
me about him.
But she managed to speak.
Leave me. He was Rhizom.
Very descriptive, Karen.
He was my private servant and a close companion.
You,
Is he?
you loved him, didn't you?
Yes, I will admit it. I loved him.
I love them all along.
I loved a man and dearly.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh my goodness, we've got
One
4
in.
options.
We
Go
can't
for it,
romance.
go.
Sarah, of course, knows
I'm
that
pretty sure we can't actually romance her, but we can try, is the thing.
Movie
Let's see
in.
all the
It's
options
the time.
first.
Seal the deal.
Well, chat, tell us what to
Saying?
do. I'm not going to bother clicking on joking, friendly, and forceful because I know what you're going to vote. Yep.
No, let's see all of them. Come on, let's see all.
All right, we'll see what they are, but with 5 votes instantaneously, we know we're going with
Realize
romance.
that romance, every time it's appeared, has been in parentheses, as if to say,
Yes.
whisper.
Romance.
Right away, you can do
Well, let's see
this.
what joking would have been.
Right,
It's
joking.
always option.
And that's fine in my book. I don't see why Loren would get so hung up on that.
Friendly.
I'm not here to judge you. I am not against your connection as much as Loren might be.
We're forceful.
Ralph Lauren.
So,
So,
well, we're going with a romance.
oh god. Love is a beautiful thing. You should cherish it wherever you find it.
Like from me.
Karen looked up into Saren's eyes, but she could only see his flaws. Her flaws. Only see her
Sees his flaws,
flaws?
too.
She could only see Rhizom.
Karen and Saren, they were obviously made for each other.
My love for a man has been my greatest mistake.
I guess this is why we can't romance her?
If I am ever cold to you, I apologize. You likely did not deserve it. But you must forgive me, for we can never, ever be close. My heart will not allow me that pleasure again.
Well,
All the
damn.
places of my body.
You know, I was wondering how they were going to explain the fact that despite the fact she dated, her big plot point is she dated a dude, she doesn't date Sarah.
Yeah,
There you go.
there you go. Karen turned from Saren completely. He was left with a hole in his chest that he hadn't deserved. But he cared too much for the queen, and he wished there was something he could have done to help. But he doubted there was anything at all.
Leave me.
She's too polite to say fuck off.
Pretty much. Leave me. Can you do Draco Titan?
Can you guys hear the blasting music behind me?
I don't hear.
It's not too bad.
Nope.
I don't
Okay, it's not
need-
too bad.
actually.
It's just a lot of bass.
I hear some
Alright,
bass,
go
but
ahead.
it's not terrible.
Titan
What
or
you
Drake.
doing?
I think this is the best stream we've ever had.
I agree.
Yes.
Saren turned. Please come back, Jimmy. Saren and Alexis. Saren turned and was startled to see Draco so near.
Oh, I didn't see you there. You startled me.
Oops, sorry.
You always seem to do that. You're always around me. Why is that?
I am? Right, of course I am. I'm the other side to your coin.
Ooh.
Are you coming on to me?
Draco is also very bad at hitting on.
I am the best at analogies.
My what?
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
That is a
Ooh,
great way of
Draco.
putting it, Draco.
This is a
Nailed it.
fantastic line. Give
Yeah.
me a moment to collect myself.
All right, I will.
The bizarrest scheme I've ever seen.
At least the man is honest.
Oh, so,
I'm your
oh,
partner in
you-
crime with the ladies because I'm so ugly. Woof. When we're together, you look really handsome.
Oh my.
That poof was me flaunting the hair tuft thing.
Oh, he's coming on to us.
Not that you need my help with that. You're handsome
Baby.
already. Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Yeah. No,
We're
Draco
about to
is
ex-
Draco is
we're
not
about to go down
romanceable by
some shadow
Eleanor.
realms.
Yeah, we're about to go to the Shadow Realm. Saren's
Oh.
eyebrows raised.
Have to play his
Oh,
tune.
His
baby.
eyebrows.
Draco's just doing his best to mash that romance button.
Yeah. Draco is chat.
Everyone's just waiting.
Well, so do we appreciate his comment or should we decline his offer?
Show
I am
up
not
to
going to
an
vote
offer
here.
because fuck it, we all know what we're about to do.
We gotta formalize it.
Actually,
kiss
no,
all the
no,
boys.
I don't want to even imagine a world where we decline Draco's.
You gotta let the people vote so that then they're participating and they feel like part of the group.
Yes,
That's
I
what it's
say-
all about. This community.
I've gone ahead and looked up some Yu-Gi-Oh related pickup lines.
Oh dear.
Wake.
Dude,
Baby.
tell.
Well, it looks
Maybe
like we
you-
appreciated that compliment. So,
You're my dual disc. Oh wait, let me do it in Draco's voice, of course. You're my dual disc. First I shuffle my deck, then thrust it gently but determinedly into you. Wanna see
Alright
where
then.
my nickname Shooting Star comes from?
Oh god.
That's
dear.
a reference to Yusei's signature monster, the Shooting Star Dragon in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Thanks
Oh
for
my God.
explaining, Keenan.
That is so
Right,
You're
moving on.
welcome.
You think I'm attractive?
Draco's appraisal gave
Oh.
Saren an odd sense of validation, something he had never really had before. Being a slave for the Amazons made him feel invisible, even unattractive, despite them constantly boning him. He had always found beauty in the men around him and in the slave pen, but no one had ever expressed the same about him.
Nobody loves me.
Draco smiled several times as his eyes shifted.
Great.
Specifically, the one eye that does not have a Millennium item in it. Poof, yeah, who wouldn't?
It became clear that Saren had misjudged Draco, assuming his interactions with women were flirtations.
Thank you, I suppose.
He looked away, fearing he might blush. He had never blushed before. Not like this.
He's not really looking away. He's
Sarah Draco,
staring
OTP.
at us.
Start drawing
Draco's
the-
affection increased!
Who's
Yes!
the senpai in this situation?
You know what? I don't care about anyone else. We're abandoning everyone else and going for Draco. Period.
Oh yeah, Draco OTP. Absolutely. Alright, well, I think that's quite a bit of camp action for today. Perhaps we should
Yeah,
proceed through the story a bit.
Wait, how many other people are there that we can romance?
We can romance almost everyone.
We have
We
eight.
can't
We have
fuck-
8 romance meters on there.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
the point is that we
chat,
can't-
1 or 2, elven lands or human lands?
That
Will
was
we merge with the
fantastic.
anime elves or the anime men?
That is the question.
Animen or animelves?
Yep. Alright,
me,
looks
Randy,
like
and
we're
Randy,
gonna travel through the elven lands. Okay,
And be racist.
let's Karen in there.
What is
Um,
she?
Earth and,
Karen is a back row warrior, but she's got more health than Dora, who shouldn't really be in the front anyway, so we'll put her in the front for now.
You know what this game does a lot that I don't like? Forced party member switching.
There isn't actually that much after a certain point in the game.
We kind of lost Marath and Ray.
Yeah, well, once there's a certain point where you have everyone and you don't lose
Mir-
them again.
Mi-
So
Mir-
Karen, as you can see, she's got this excellent skill that hits both the enemy and the enemy behind them. Also got Whirlwind, which hits everyone in the front row, and like Break deals a lot of damage. So Karen is very good.
Oh, I
So
see. We're
Karen just
murdering
kind of
elves.
skewers people.
Of course, Draco still just is the best. But
Just throws fire at everything. Everything's
Draco,
burning.
also known as Break Everything. You know what I want to see?
what do you want to see?
I want to see like a D&D themed Pikmin game.
Oh,
Just get like shitloads of adventurers that you just lead into the maws of death.
All right, we won. Okay.
Yay.
Let's just go through the human lines this time, I guess.
Oh, my life is a Dark Lord.
Oh, look at those mages. Oh, yeah, those
It's like a
mages.
tower defense game, but all the adventurers just keep
My
coming
god,
to the
it's
tower.
all twins. Or clones. Or something. They have different facial hair.
Hey,
So-
it's, hey, it's me, Speedy Gonzalez, the fastest Enrico in all of Mexico.
Yeah,
I
Jimmy, you
love
know what
that.
reminds me
Draco
of?
just wipes out all the non-mages.
That reminds me of the premise of Unholy Heights for some reason.
It's a good game.
I have never heard of it.
Loren got to level up. It's a game where you manage an apartment and you're Satan, and your apartment tenants are monsters, and sometimes heroes come to attack your apartment and you need to send the monsters out of the apartments to defend it.
Never mind.
That one is really fun.
For some
It's a good
reason-
game.
For some reason, that makes me think of what did I do to deserve this, my lord? For some reason.
For some, a game that came out recently that
I hear abort.
I hear Herb.
Yeah, Bird's not
Boy.
too bad.
Does anyone
It's
remember
it's
that
always
game?
pronounced
What did I
Boyd.
do to deserve this, my lord?
I've seen it in
No.
stores, but I haven't played it.
That was
I
an
don't
old-
think
older
I've even
game.
heard
I
of it.
remember getting on demo for it on the PSP, when the PSP was relatively new.
When the PSP was relevant whatsoever.
Yeah.
Well, the PSP was relevant for a while because modded PSPs were awesome, and I had one. But
It was relevant in Japan.
It's still technically relevant in Japan.
well, modded PSPs, you can play any PS1 game on them with perfect emulation, and obviously there's emulators and all of that stuff too, so they were nice.
Yeah, in that game, you were
Sorry,
essentially the
Noel.
god of destruction. You had to build like a labyrinth mine cave thing underground, and heroes would
All right,
come.
we made it to the Citadel. The Citadel was right in front of them. Loren walked toward the legendary gates of the fortress with pride. The guards at the post jumped in surprise and announced the arrival of the princess, and more amazingly, the queen as well. The large doors creaked open. Inside of the fortress, hundreds of Amazons rushed to form a procession by the entrance, all kneeling to welcome back their royalty. Loren stepped up to the bowing women with her hands on her hips, like always, because that's how her portrait is drawn. I have returned!
We don't care about you.
I was told many suns ago that our queen, my mother, had gone missing, and that she was dead. I bring her to you now, with necromancy! Karen stepped forward, and the entire city seemed to apologize and cheer at once. What does that look like? Sound effect? Sound effect for that?
Sorry.
Notice me,
I
senpai.
imagine more sheepish like this.
Okay, everyone at once. Get ready. One on 4. 1, 2, 3. Hail Queen Karen!
Karen!
Notice me.
Random voice.
Notice me, senpai.
She held out her hand to quiet them. They all looked to her with fear of punishment for leaving her to die.
My daughter was very brave in finding me. She has proven great strength and intelligence, where I have failed.
At least I'm honest.
I was your queen, but I do not feel worthy of this honor any further.
Mother? Karen quickly
Leave
gestured
me.
Loren to be silent. God damn it, that will never get old.
A more fit ruler has presented herself, and I will relinquish my throne to my daughter within the season.
Oh,
Now
you
we went
got-
off into the sunset.
The Amazons bowed to Loren. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hail, Princess Loren!
Loren!
Random voice.
Good job, everybody.
Notice me.
Mother, I did not bring you back for this. You are their queen.
I am a weakling. I have chili in my mouth. You have
proud.
seen,
I am a
seen what
weakling.
I am.
Karen blinked rapidly and looked away.
We need blinking sound effects.
I will prepare you for rule, and then
Blinking sound
you will
effects provided
free.
by Curtis.
Yep.
Curtis provides
Curtis-
the shitty sound effects.
Yeah, Curtis is providing outdoor ambiance.
You saved me, and I am grateful. This is what I want. Shut up, Bert.
Loren gaped at her mother, unable to believe what had just happened.
Huh?
Did not just do that to me.
She was interrupted when Breza approached urgently. Who's doing Breza at this point?
Me, I am.
Okay.
Hey, Princess Loren, a very important guest is waiting for an audience with you.
When she could finally tear her eyes from Karen, she processed the message. How could Mirth have reached the Citadel before me? Never mind. Tell her I will be there shortly. Loren went with Saren to meet her guests. Even though they had arrived back home and the mission was complete, Loren had not dismissed his service. Both seemed to ignore it for fear that bringing it up would definitely put an end to the partnership. They walked into the audience chamber and found 2 people that neither had been expecting. Holy shit, it's Gandalf and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Across the room was an old man in wizard garb, and a strong-looking brute that stood guard by him.